From the future site of Super Bowl 60 in a few years' time, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Jauan Jennings. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air, it made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
But that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Purdy with it on third and long. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
No gain on the play there. Second down. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. To the left side and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. A solid stiff arm. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 13-yard line.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. That's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay, here we go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And some room to work. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Going in motion left, that's Campbell.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Jones looking to change the play. He'll buy some time right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing Jones. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did a lot. Once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Escapes the defender. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you... And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 2nd and 5. Purdy looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Now Jones. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now San Francisco will call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Final play of the half, Purdy. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise I knew he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Purdy now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Samuel with a catch, and he's still the gold standard for receivers getting work out of the backfield, even if his numbers fell in 2022. Most yards, carries among NFL receivers, over 850 total yards for him in 2022. Not too shabby since he only played 13 games.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Purdy from the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Extra point try now for Moody. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll take it at the 42. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Fights off the defender. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Holmes returning from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Arik Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The lengthy Armstead made a great play there, and he's making up for lost time after he battled injury last season. Getting him back makes an elite group of pass rushers downright scary.
To throw from his end zone, Jones. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now Jones to throw from his end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
19 Tiger.
McCaffrey on the counter. Brought down in the play by Kayvon Thibodeaux. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 178 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Moody good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Looking to throw. Jones. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. fielded just inside the 30. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Here's Jackson to return. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get